Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very fun video for me. As somebody who doesn't watch a lot of movies, this is kind of a funny video because I'm going to go over the top 10 movies that you have to watch this Halloween, October spooky season. So stay tuned. All right, let's get into it. So, as I had said earlier, I am not a movie girl. I watch the same things over and over and over again. Specifically, Friends. I love Sex and the City. I watch a lot of old YouTube videos from back in the day. I'm trying to think, what else do I constantly watch on repeat? But yeah, just old Lizzie McGuire and Raven episodes. That's So Raven, if you don't know. And this little list I have of 10 movies that you have to watch are just what I have on repeat for October. I just want to have a disclaimer. All of these are fun Disney movies. They're nothing like You've Got Mail. I know my best friend Joey is gonna be like, oh, there's so many better movies out there than these ones. And he's probably right. These are just movies that are just easy to throw on in the background when you're just kind of doing dishes or when you're just kind of scrolling your phone and you don't have to really pay attention, or you want something that's just light and airy and just kind of fun to watch. So without further ado, here we go with number 10. So number 10 is Sweet Autumn. This is a Hallmark movie starring Nikki DeLoach, who we love. She is so good. She's so beautiful. And Andrew Walker. And it's basically your typical Hallmark movie. She comes back to save her aunt's candy shop because her aunt's passed away, and let the story unfold. It is so autumny. It's so crisp and fall. They have a candy showcase. They have an autumn festival. They have everything you could want in a Hallmark fall movie. If you aren't in the fall spirit, this movie will 1,000,000,000% get you into it. Number 9, I have Twitches 2. Now, there's obviously, if you don't know, there's a movie called Twitches, and it's about two twin sisters, which I'll get to because it is on my list. Two twin sisters who have magic powers, who are, witches, twins, Twitches. And this is the second movie of the franchise. I think there was only 2 movies. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a Disney classic. It's honestly the best. I love that movie. It's very 2000. It came out in 2007, so it was very 2000s vibes with I'm pretty sure one of the twins, because it's Cameron and Alex, and I'm pretty sure one of them has beads on the door frame. All the millennials. So it's just very nostalgic. It's so easy to put on, and I would highly recommend it. So coming in at number 7, we have Halloweentown High. So this is the third movie of the franchise. It's not my favorite, but it's not my favorite of the franchise. This one is just, basically, if you don't know what Halloweentown is, it is a magical place that, I don't want to give it away because I want to talk about it in a couple movies, but it's just this magical place. So what happens is there's this realm that has Halloweentown has warlocks and witches and just everything you could want in a fall Halloween movie. And they want to try to get these kids to be real kids in the real world. So they bring them from Halloweentown and put them into a high school. And it's cute. It's very feel good. I've already watched it once this season. I'll probably watch it again. I would highly recommend if you enjoy the franchise and you haven't seen that one, or if you just like a good Disney movie. I mean, it is so good. I think there's actually 4 Halloweentowns, but they changed the Marnie, the main character, the main girl. They changed her up for Sarah Paxton, if you remember who Sarah Paxton is. So I've never actually watched it because I don't like when they mess with things, when they change characters. I said earlier that I love Sex and the City. Well, I won't watch And Just Like That, which is the sequel to Sex and the City. I won't watch it because it doesn't have the girls. It doesn't have the Sex and the City vibes. So I don't like when movies do that, so I can't speak to Halloweentown 4, but 3 was pretty good. It made sense that it was a number 3 movie. Coming in at number 6, I have Haunted Mansion from the 2003 movie. I've only actually seen it once or twice, but I really love the Haunted Mansion franchise. I just think they have such a humor about them, but they're also like a little bit grown up. I love it. I think it's such a spooky addition to the season. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I think if you haven't watched the Haunted Mansions, go do it, especially because a lot of these movies that I'm talking about are a little bit older. It's nice to have something a little bit more modern. I do know that it's 2003, but they just came out with the Haunted Mansion, a newer one, I wanna say like 2 years ago or last year. So you can kind of still get the vibes, similar to Hocus Pocus, which I'll get to. So yeah, I would highly recommend watching Haunted Mansion. Coming in at number 5, I have Twitches from 2005, the OG Twitches. So this is, for those who don't know, it's about 2 twins, like I said earlier. Their names are Alex and Cameron. And they're actually, who play them are Tia and Tamara? Maori, who we love. They're so good. I mean, they're the epitome of millennial. And it follows these like Twitches who are separated at birth, I believe, and then they come back together when they're like 21 or so, and they got to like work together with their powers, and they get to meet each other and become sisters once again, and go into their own little realm and save their world, not the world. But again, it's very magical. It's very like 2000s. I mean, you can't go wrong. Anytime that you have like that nostalgic factor, for us, I'm born in 90, like sign me up. So that's number 5. Okay, so coming in at number 4, this is where it gets tough. I kind of have an honorable mention. So at number 4, I put Hocus Pocus. I know, insert gasp, I get it. Hocus Pocus is a cult classic. I mean, how can you have a fall season without Hocus Pocus? It's just so good. I'm not even gonna explain what Hocus Pocus is. If you haven't seen it, go watch. It's very like non-scary, very cutesy. I mean, it's just perfect. It does follow 3 sisters. Sisters! My sister and I always like use like quotes from the movie, so we'll always be like, "Oh, book, come to mommy." I mean, how can you not? The movie is just so cute. Now I put Hocus Pocus 2 kind of in there as well, like as an honorable mention. I don't know. I did just recently watch it, and where Hocus Pocus came out in, I have it down here, in 1993. And then Hocus Pocus 2 came out in 2022. I feel like there's almost too much of a gap. I also don't love that they didn't bring back other characters like Binks or any of the kids. It's a whole new group of teens. The only thing that makes Hocus Pocus 2 kind of cool is that they're integrating the witches into modern day society. So they don't know like the technologies that we have today, which is kind of funny. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is a cute movie. Like, how can you not like it? I think the OG 1993 Hocus Pocus just comes out strong. So that's why I put it at number 4. Honorable mention with Hocus Pocus 2 as like 4.5 kind of thing. But I do think it's not the Halloween season unless you've watched Hocus Pocus. Number 3. This is where it's gonna get controversial because not everyone's gonna agree with me. I put in number 3, Halloweentown 2. Halloweentown 2, and it's Calabar's Revenge. This one came out in 2001, and it is the best movie. I think, in my opinion, if we're asking for my opinion, I think Halloweentown 2 is better than Halloweentown 1. Because the kids are a little bit older, obviously. If you don't know what Halloweentown is, now I can talk about it because we're up to the big guns. Halloweentown 2 is about a family called the Cromwells. We have Aggie, who's the grandmother. She's the one that lives in Halloweentown. So she's not like really around on the day-to-day basis with the family. And then there's the mom, which is Gwen. Then she has 3 kids, which are Marnie. That's who it follows. It follows Marnie, who's like the oldest daughter. Dylan, who's like the middle child. He's kind of like the know-it-all, like goody two-shoes. And then Sophie, who's like the little one. And Marnie in Halloweentown 2 is trying to save Halloweentown from Calabar. And Kimberly J. Brown, who, by the way, if you don't follow on Instagram, is like the cutest human ever. She actually married Calabar in real life. Like Daniel Coots, am I saying his name right? I think it's Coots. They got married. Like, it's the real life love story. Because in the movie, Marnie has a little crush on Calabar. Well, I don't think his name's Calabar in the movie. You have to watch. Like, if you've seen the movie, you're like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But if you haven't seen the movie, it's like, what? So go watch it. Come back and talk to me in the comments because I'll talk to you all day long. It is so good. And then number 2, of course, what do we know? I have Halloweentown, the OG 1998 version. Just the Halloweentown 1998 version. And I put that one in number 2 because, again, if you grew up with Halloweentown, there's not a whole lot of movies out there that are like Halloween, okay? That are just centered around Halloween. Obviously, all the ones that I've talked about are all like witches or haunted mansions or like just that autumn, like crisp fall vibe. But like this one's like Halloweentown. It's called Halloweentown. Halloween's in the name, so it's gotta be number 2. You know what I mean? And I love the movies that just kind of transport you to another realm. And I was gonna put Harry Potter in this because I do find Harry Potter season is like that cozy fall, but J.K. Rowling is on my list right now because she has made some comments that I do not agree with. So I didn't put her on my little list. Not that this list is super official, but yeah, I think when it comes to like wizards and witches and ghouls and warlocks and Halloweentown has it all. It checks it all off. In number 2, they like have to dive in to get like the staff or wand and a giant pumpkin. So, I mean, what more can you ask for? A giant pumpkin. Do you know what I mean? A giant one. So yeah, Halloweentown, number 2. And then that leaves me number 1, which is, I have to look at my notes. Gosh. October Kiss. And I know what you're thinking. What the heck is October Kiss? And it's a Hallmark movie. Hear me out. Do not click out of the video. Hear me out. October Kiss is going to be the sweetest, bestest movie that you're gonna watch this October season. It is exactly what it sounds like. An October Kiss. It's a Hallmark, like I said, and it follows a widowed dad and his 2 kids, and he needs a nanny. Poppy. Poppy's gonna whisk in and she's gonna just save Halloween. The kids they don't decorate because their mom used to do all that kind of stuff. The story writes itself. I mean, also it's starring Ashley Williams, which if you're a Hallmark fanatic, I'm a fan, but my, once again, best friend Jojo, he is a Hallmark fanatic. So we love Ashley Williams. Also, I feel like Ashley Williams is my queen, my Hallmark queen. I'm pretty sure he would say his Hallmark queen is Nikki DeLoach, who stars in Sweet Autumn. And I'll probably hear from him because he'll be like, you put my Hallmark movie in number 10 and you put yours at number 1. But I know he likes October Kiss too, because it's just one of those movies. Again, if you're gonna watch it, it just gets you in the October mood. And the reason I'm making a video on this is because sometimes I find it's really hard to know which wholesome movies to watch. Of course, like I said, like You've Got Mail is a big one, Sleepless in Seattle, Nightmare Before Christmas people love. I'm trying to think, Harry Potter, as I've mentioned before. Like there's tons of movies that are like, you know, all the scary movies that are cult classics. But I'm not a scary girl. I don't like the scary movies. I don't like gore. I don't like jump scares. I don't like anything like that. I just want a good, wholesome Disney movie on in the background. Or Hallmark. And I feel like there's so many out there, it's hard to know where to start. So I think that I provided you with a really wholesome list. Let me know in the comments if you agree, if you disagree, if you've seen any of the movies I've mentioned. If you liked Hocus Pocus 2, I would love to chat about it. I'm always, as you can see, very chatty. So anytime somebody wants to talk to me, I'm like, let's go. Like, what do you think? So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video and it inspired you to throw one on, get cozy, get some chips and dip, or a cup of tea. What else do I like? I'm eating when I watch TV. Just snacks in general. I don't discriminate. And yeah, just enjoy the holiday season because it goes by so quick. So like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.